Now, as you'll know, on my channel, I'm very keen on trying to get people to reduce, reuse and recycle wherever possible. And on the allotment, I think you see some of the best examples of reusing materials and finding creative ways of making use of products. And what I've got here is one such building. It's a greenhouse that one of my neighbours, Andrew, he's put together. Andrew, do you want to tell us about this greenhouse structure that you've built?
Yeah, when I came on the site about 5 years ago, there was a greenhouse where you see that one now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was in the same kind of condition as the shed you see behind.
Right.
Which was all falling to pieces, and it was rotting at the base, and it was leaking. But I liked the shape of it. I liked the size of it at the time. So the first thing I needed to do with it was make it dry. So I took the roof panels off and put the plastic roof on. You can see at the top there.
Yeah.
And at the time all I did was leave the panels on the side for a year or so until I thought what to do with it. And then I realised these would make a perfect wall.
They do.
So I had to go and get about 20 quid's worth of wood to make the carcass. And the first piece I did was the far side, you see there.
Yep.
I made that wall the same dimensions as the old one, as the
right.
old shed. I took from
just working with what's there, really, isn't
following
it?
the shape and size of it from before, and I changed that. And that took me a couple of days, but it was fun to do. And as I worked my way across, I flagged the base.
Yeah.
I got some flags from somebody further down the plots, and then I came around this side and I put some more glass panels in here. But by then I'd run out of the pieces that were on the roof.
Yeah.
So I used the best ones that had been here before, because the old one was just made of doors and window frames. So the ones that had been off the floor, I took those, turned them round, and that gave me enough glass to continue and make the rest of the shape.
And it's about improvising, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what I particularly like about this greenhouse is it's got a character. You've reused materials. These are old window panels, aren't they?
They were here before, they're still here now.
And
they've been tidied up and moved around a bit.
And used in a really creative way, yeah. And it does the job of what a greenhouse should do, which is let light in.
And because it's all made of wood, it actually keeps the heat better in the winter.
Right.
So it's better than aluminium, the metal frames. Now we come around here, if you look on this, I actually found this was in the greenhouse at the time. Right. So if I take that off there, and this is an old shower door, and now the two parts open like that.
That's smart. I do like that, yeah.
And it's wide enough to get a wheelbarrow in.
Wonderful, yeah.
Okay.
It's important to be able to do that in a greenhouse.
So if you look through now,
and on allotment,
yeah. If you look through now, I put the flags in because that also picks up the heat during the day.
Yes, it does.
Radiates it back at night. So that's good for your plants in the spring when it's not very warm, and in the autumn when it's getting late.